Welcome to the Hey Gen podcast. Today we're diving into the world of donut shop equipment. Ever wondered what it takes to set up a successful donut shop? Let's get into it.
Oh, absolutely. I've always been curious about all those gadgets. Where should we start?
Well, let's kick things off with donut depositors. You know, those devices that consistently dispense dough into the fryer.
Right, so they ensure each donut is the same size, right?
Exactly. There are two common types: cake donut depositors and raised donut depositors.
Wait, what's the difference between the two?
So, cake donut depositors handle batter that's more like a thick liquid, while raised donut depositors deal with yeast-based dough, which is a bit stiffer.
Got it. And how do plungers and cylinders fit into this?
Great question. The plunger is the part that pushes the dough out, and the cylinder is the housing that shapes it. They have to match in size to work properly.
So they're like a team?
Yeah, exactly, like a dynamic duo. If they don't match, you might end up with some wonky-looking donuts.
Haha, nobody wants that.
Right. Now moving on to proofers. These are essential for yeast-raised donuts.
Proofers control the environment for the dough to rise, right?
Yes, they provide temperature and humidity control so the dough rises just right, and many come with Dutch doors.
Dutch doors? What's special about those?
They're split doors that open separately, so you can access the proofer without letting all the heat and humidity escape.
Oh, that's smart. Helps maintain the perfect environment.
Exactly. It's like not opening the entire oven when checking on something. Keeps things consistent.
Makes sense. So what about fryers? There's more to consider than just size, right?
Absolutely. Besides the frying area, you need to think about the power source: electric, natural gas, or propane.
And the shortening capacity, I assume?
Yes, precisely. The amount of oil it can hold affects how many donuts you can fry at once.
I see. And thermostat-controlled heat is important too, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It keeps the oil at a consistent temperature, which is crucial for evenly cooked donuts.
You don't want some donuts burnt and others undercooked.
Exactly. That would be a disaster. Consistency is key in donut making.
Speaking of which, what's the deal with drain trays on fryers?
Drain trays collect excess oil from the donuts as they come out of the fryer. Plus, they often double as covers for the fryer.
So they help with cleanliness and safety?
Yes, and they keep the kitchen organized. No one wants oil all over the place.
Definitely not. Now, I'm curious about the types of donut mixes available.
There are primarily two types sold: cake donut mix and yeast-raised mixes.
So choosing one depends on the type of donut you want to make?
Exactly. Cake mixes are for dense, cake-like donuts, while yeast mixes give you lighter, airier donuts.
Yum, both sound delicious.
Haha, they sure are. But remember, using the right equipment for each type is crucial.
Speaking of equipment, what about ventilation and fire suppression?
Oh, that's super important. Frying involves high temperatures and lots of oil, which can be a fire hazard.
So proper systems are a must?
Yes, they remove excess grease and heat, keeping the kitchen safe.
Safety first in any kitchen.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about mounting brackets for depositors.
How do they come into play?
They securely attach the depositor to the fryer, ensuring consistent dough placement.
So they help with precision?
Exactly. Plus, they allow for different configurations based on space.
That's handy for smaller kitchens.
It really is. Speaking of space saving, have you heard about the 6106B cut and fry system?
No, tell me more.
It's a compact unit that combines a fryer with a Type N depositor.
So it's like an all-in-one machine?
Yeah, exactly. Great for smaller shops or mobile setups.
That's awesome.
It can produce about 40 dozen donuts per hour. Not bad for its size.
Impressive. What about larger operations?
Well, there's the Belshaw 624 donut fryer. It's an industry standard electric fryer.
What's special about it?
It has a 24 torr x24 frying area and can produce 100 dozen donuts per hour.
Wow, that's a lot of donuts.
Haha, indeed, perfect for high volume shops.
Now, all this equipment sounds great, but isn't it expensive?
Well, investing in quality equipment is crucial for efficiency and product quality.
True, but what about those just starting out?
There are financing options and scaled down equipment to help new businesses.
That's good to know.
Definitely. It's important to balance costs with functionality.
Earlier, you mentioned consistency being key. Can we talk more about that?
Sure. Consistent product quality keeps customers coming back. Equipment like depositors and thermostat-controlled fryers help achieve that.
But isn't the human element important too?
Oh, absolutely. Skilled staff are essential. Machines assist, but craftsmanship matters.
Couldn't agree more.
It's a blend of art and science, really.
Well said.
Thanks. So any plans to start a donut shop now?
Haha, maybe. You've definitely sparked my interest.
Glad to hear it. Donut making is a delicious endeavor.
And with the right equipment, it seems more manageable.
Exactly. From depositors to proofers, each piece plays a vital role.
Well, this has been enlightening.
It sure has. Thanks for the great conversation.
Thank you. Now, who's up for some donuts?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's go.